Picture this. It's the summer of 1965. We're on Bainbridge Island, Washington. The sun is shining. The air is warm. Life is good. Little did the residents know a phenomenon was about to take root right in their backyard, one that would go on to capture the hearts of millions. This is the story of pickleball. Our story begins not on a court, but on a golf course. Congressman Joel Pritchard and businessman Bill Bell, two friends with a knack for fun, are wrapping up a round of golf. They return to Pritchard's waterfront home, eager to spend time with their families, but there's a problem. The kids are bored. The usual summertime activities aren't cutting it. Pritchard and Bell, never ones to back down from a challenge, decide to improvise. They gather the families and head to the property's badminton court. But there's a catch. No one can find the shuttlecocks. What happens next? Stay tuned. With the badminton court beckoning but the shuttlecocks missing, Pritchard and Bell could have easily called it a day. But these were men of action, men who knew how to make the most of any situation. Their eyes scanned the surroundings, searching for inspiration. That's when they spotted it. A stray wiffle ball lying forgotten in the corner. An idea began to form. If they couldn't play badminton, why not invent their own game? They gathered the kids and explained their plan. Excitement filled the air as everyone warmed up to the idea of a brand new game. Little did they know they were about to make history. Using the wiffle ball and some ping-pong paddles they found in the garage, Pritchard and Bell started batting the ball back and forth over the badminton net. The kids joined in, their laughter echoing through the air. The game was chaotic, unorthodox, and a ton of fun, but it was missing something. As the friends and their families volleyed that wiffle ball back and forth, they realized their makeshift game, while entertaining, needed some refinement. The badminton net was too high, making it difficult to keep the lightweight ball in play. The ping-pong paddles, though better than using their hands, felt a bit small and flimsy for the task. Undeterred, the group decided to experiment. They lowered the net, bringing it closer to the ground. This simple adjustment made a world of difference. The ball stayed in play longer, rallies became more intense, and the game became more engaging. With the net height sorted, their attention turned to the paddles. They needed something sturdier, something with more surface area to handle the unpredictable bounces of the wiffle ball. It was time to call in reinforcements. The quest for the perfect paddle led them to Barney McCallum, a friend with a knack for woodworking. McCallum, intrigued by their makeshift game and the challenge of creating a suitable paddle, got to work in his workshop. He wanted to design something that would provide better control and power, something that would take their game to the next level. Days later, McCallum emerged from his workshop, a twinkle in his eye and a set of handcrafted paddles in his hand. These weren't your average ping-pong paddles. Made from plywood and larger than the ping-pong variety, these paddles were specifically designed for the unique demands of this new game. The group gathered on the court, eager to test out McCallum's creations. The moment the new paddles made contact with the ball, they knew they had a win. The game had just been taken up a notch from a casual pastime to a sport with real potential. Section 5. Barney McCallum joins the game a paddle-perfect partnership. With the net height adjusted and McCallum's custom-made paddles in hand, the game began to take shape. It was fast-paced, strategic, and most importantly, loads of fun. Word of this new backyard creation spread quickly through the community. Soon, friends and neighbors were flocking to the Pritchard residence, eager to try their hand at this intriguing new game. The original badminton court, once a quiet corner of the property, was now a hub of activity and laughter. People of all ages and athletic abilities were drawn to the game's simple rules and social nature. It was a game that could be enjoyed by young and old, beginners and seasoned athletes alike. But what about the name? How did this quirky game, born from a combination of badminton, ping-pong, and sheer ingenuity? Section 6, from Makeshift to Masterpiece. The first pickleball court. As the pickleball bug spread, so did the need for a dedicated playing space. The original badminton court, while charming in its own right, was no longer sufficient to accommodate the growing number of players. Pritchard, Bell, and McCallum, recognizing the growing popularity of their creation, decided to build a permanent pickleball court. The construction of the first official pickleball court marked a pivotal moment in the sport's history. It was a testament to the game's growing appeal and a sign of things to come. With a dedicated playing space, the game could now evolve and flourish. But the story of pickleball's name is just as intriguing as the game's invention. Let's dive into the two competing narratives that have entertained pickleball enthusiasts for decades. Section 7. The Pickleball Mystery, Two Tales of a Name, come to be known as pickleball. The answer, like many things about this beloved sport, is a bit of a mystery. There are two prevailing stories about how pickleball got its unusual name. The first, and perhaps more widely circulated story, involves Joan Pritchard, Joel's wife. Legend has it that Joan, observing the game's eclectic mix of equipment and rules, remarked that it reminded her of the pickle boat in crew racing. In crew, the pickle boat is typically made up of rowers who didn't make the cut for the main boats, a motley crew of sorts. Just as the pickle boat combines rowers of varying skill levels, pickleball seemed to blend elements of different racket sports. The other story, told by Barney McCallum himself, attributes the name to the Pritchard family dog, Pickle. According to McCallum, Pickles had a habit of running off with the ball during games, adding an unexpected element of canine chaos to the proceedings. Section 8. Spreading like wildfire. Pickleball's journey to national recognition. Whether it was Joan's pickleboat analogy or Pickles the dog's antics that inspired the name, one thing is certain, pickleball was here to stay. From those humble beginnings on Bainbridge Island, the sport began to spread, first to neighbouring communities, then across state lines and eventually across the nation. People were drawn to pickleball's unique blend of accessibility, social interaction and competitive spirit. It was a game that could be enjoyed by people of all ages and skill levels, a game that fostered a sense of community and camaraderie. In 1967, just 2 years after its invention, the first ever pickleball tournament was held. This marked a significant step in the sport's journey from a backyard pastime to an organized competitive activity. The rules were codified, equipment standards were established, and pickleball was well on its way to becoming the phenomenon it is today. Section 9. Pickleball today, a smashing success story. Fast forward to the present day, and pickleball has exploded in popularity. Once a little-known game played on makeshift courts, pickleball is now one of the fastest-growing sports in America, boasting millions of enthusiastic players across the country. Pickleball courts have become ubiquitous, popping up in parks, community centers, and even retirement communities. The sport has also gained a foothold in schools and colleges, introducing a new generation to the joys of this addictive game. The establishment of the USA Pickleball Association in 1984 provided a governing body for the sport, further fueling its growth and development. Today, the USAPA boasts a vast network of members, organizes tournaments at all skill levels, and plays a vital role in promoting pickleball's unique blend of athleticism and social interaction. Section 10. Why pickleball? Unpacking the phenomenon's appeal. So what is it about pickleball that has captured the hearts of so many? The answer, like the game itself, is multifaceted. First and foremost, pickleball is incredibly easy to learn. The rules are straightforward, the equipment is relatively inexpensive, and the smaller court size makes it less physically demanding than tennis or badminton, but don't let its accessibility fool you. Pickleball is a deceptively strategic game that requires quick reflexes, hand-eye coordination, and a healthy dose of tactical thinking. It's a game that can be enjoyed on multiple levels, from casual backyard matches to highly competitive. Beyond its physical and mental benefits, pickleball is also incredibly social. The smaller court size facilitates conversation and interaction between players, fostering a sense of community and camaraderie that is often missing in other sports. It's a game that brings people together regardless of age, skill level, or background. Section 11. The future of pickleball, a look ahead. From its humble beginnings on Bainbridge Island to its current status as a national craze, pickleball's journey has been nothing short of remarkable, and the future of this beloved sport looks brighter than ever. As more and more people discover the joys of pickleball, its popularity is only expected to grow. The sport's governing body, the USAPA, is committed to expanding pickleball's reach. promoting its benefits and ensuring its continued growth and evolution. With its unique blend of accessibility, social interaction, and competitive spirit, pickleball is well positioned to become a mainstay in the world of sports and recreation for generations to come. So, the next time you're looking for a fun, engaging, and social activity, consider giving pickleball a try. You might just find yourself swept up in the pickleball craze, joining the millions who have already fallen in love with this uniquely American sport. Who knows? You might even discover a hidden talent for dinking, volleying, and serving your way to victory.